Hi. Welcome. Greetings in your time zone. Queen Pumi here. I have 3 topics to talk about today. Share as you join. Invite people, tag people, share with people. Yes, so welcome guys. Mulishani. Hope everyone is okay. King Ray, good to see you. Simon Glove, good to see you. Please send some likes and stars and emojis so that Facebook can boost our video. If you can be interactive, I'm just asking you to send some likes, hearts, whatever, make a comment so that Facebook can boost our video. Sister Rose Mulishani, Vamei Mulishani, happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, 12:22 p.m. local time zone here. It's a Tuesday. Welcome. Follow, like, share, follow Queen Pumi on TikTok so we can go live on TikTok. Yes, a lot is going on in our country. A lot has been happening. We'll try to catch up, but we'll also mainly talk about the trending stories. But Alan, good to see you. May Miranda's, good to see you. So the topics I want to talk about today is the FIC report and also the statement about anti-corruption issued by O'Brien Kaba. And also I want to talk about the electronic voting. And also I want to talk about the sale of land. I think you have all seen the letter that is circulating. Ignore the diamond on the head. It's a filter. I want to talk about the sale of land, which is trending. There's a letter which was issued by the office of the Vice President. And there are some audios circulating talking about that same letter issued by the office of the Vice President for the sale of land. So I'm going to go right into it. I won't waste time because of the power issue. A lot of people are out of power. They are running on low batteries. So I'll try to keep my broadcast short and to the point. But follow, like, and share. So I want to talk about the FIC reports that was issued, 2 reports which were issued. One was issued in June, where 61 million kwacha is suspected to be involved in money laundering activities and financial transfers abroad. So in June, we had 61 billion, and in July, we have 31 billion in money laundering and illegal transfers abroad. So it is really a shame that the government of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema could be having all these amounts being questioned or coming up in reports in form of corruption and illegal transfers. They also mentioned a company which was formed overnight, and that company was formed, and also another company by a Kenyan was awarded a contract with millions of dollars paid. And we are here to say, are there no Zambians who can actually qualify for these contracts apart from foreigners? We are here to expose the gross and massive corruption that is happening in New Dawn government, and I'm here to add my voice to it. A lot of people have issued statements about this corruption going on. Specifically, we have Mr. O'Brien Kava, who wrote a statement, and he says that ACC has been captured and is unable to fight corruption in its current state, which is really sad. Judges are identified out of Lusaka to sign off corrupt settlements. Can you imagine? You know, judges from out of Lusaka being signed off to being identified to sign off corrupt settlements. This is really, really sad. ACC Director General threatened to sort Mr. Kaba and finish him for exposing the corruption. You know, and this is the director who is supposed to uphold accountability, transparency, and protect the country from corruption. The Director General of ACC is threatening to fire one of his board members for exposing the corruption. So it's really unfortunate, guys, what is happening to our country. It's really sad. I don't even know what to say. But I think it's time for well-meaning Zambians to stand up and not be scared and challenge this government for their corrupt practices and hold them accountable. What we can do for now, our hands are tied. Our hands are tied because the elections is in 2026. So we just have to talk and expose the evil practices of this government so that people know what this government is up to no good, and we have to expose them. My challenge right now is that the president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, should act on this information that is coming. It is not wise, or it is not looking good on the president to remain quiet despite these gross, massive, grand corruption happening under his governance. The state chambers should serve as guardians of justice and transparency, but instead they have become enablers of corruption, and as opposition leaders, we propose measures to combat this deep-seated issue of corruption in the government. We are asking the President Hakainde Hichilema for instant and immediate dismissals and the independent audits. The President must institute reforms. We need comprehensive reforms, especially at ACC. ACC has become a laughingstock under this government of President Hakainde Hichilema. We need a leadership overhaul, Mr. President. We need an enhanced autonomy and independence of ACC. So I don't know what we can really say as Zambian at this time. The corruption scandals that are coming from ACC, the FI reports that are coming, they are not good. And the president is quiet. Mr. President Hakainde Hichilema, Zambians voted for you. All the people you appointed in your government, we did not know them. We voted for you. So it's on you, the president, to take action. If you are on social media today, you saw Princess Kasune, who was being booed for mentioning the president's name. Now people are saying that the president's name is being tarnished because of the people surrounding him. So why can't the president fire these people? If the president is innocent, and if the president is unaware of all this grand and excessive corruption, why is the president quiet? Why is the president not taking action to dismiss or appoint independent audit to take a look at these illicit transactions, illegal transfers, corrupt transfers of money out of Zambia. And then we are crying to say there is no money in Zambia. There is no money in Zambia because all the money is being externalized. All the business contracts are being given to foreigners, and foreigners are taking this money out of Zambia. This is what is happening. And the president needs to act. We are begging you, Bahaka Inde, we are on our knees. Please, sir. Zambians voted for you. All these people involved in these scandals, we don't know them. It is on you, Mr. President. Otherwise, if the president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, does not act, he will be fired in 2026. We already have the Gen Z organizing Black Friday protests. That is a very serious case. I talked about the Black Friday protest, and I said why it is very important that the government must not ignore the Gen Zs, because the Gen Zs, this is their country. They are the majority of the population. They are majority of the voters. And the Gen Zs will vote UPND out. The Gen Zs voted PF out. So I am here to say, Mr. President Hakainde Hichilema, it is on you. All of you issuing threats to say Waikata, HH Wapia, you are going to be arrested. You cannot issue a threat publicly to someone. That is a crime. You are incriminating yourselves. You are incriminating yourselves. All of you who are threatening people, who are talking, who do you want us to talk about? We elected the President Hakainde Hichilema. We campaigned for him. All of you who are talking, we don't know you. And for your own information, President Hakainde enjoys immunity. So come 2026, you are all going in. But President Hakainde Hichilema will not be touched, because as a president, he enjoys immunity from prosecution. Now, some of you, you are incriminating yourselves and you don't know what's coming to you. It is coming. You have it coming. The day of reckoning is coming. I love you too, Messi. Thank you guys for all your comments. They keep me going. And we'll be here, we'll be talking. Because there is no way Zambia, all these corruptions are happening under the watch of Hakainde. And Hakainde is quiet. Mr. President, sir, Hakainde Hichilema, why are you quiet? Even if you make this country into a police state, all the police officers, they are Gen Zs, they are suffering. Police officers, they are buying mini meal at 400 kwacha, like everyone else. Do you think they will be able to protect you in 2026? The time is ticking. All I can say to President Hakainde Hichilema, the time is ticking. You need to be very decisive and take strong action. The red flags are everywhere. Look at what happened to Princess Kasune, who mentioned your name at a funeral. This is another warning or a wake-up call to you cadres, praise singers going to campaign at a funeral. If you have a funeral, just bury the person, talk about other things. Don't start campaigning, talking about Hakainde Hichilema and all kinds of things at a funeral, when you know people are frustrated in the country. So I end there. I end there on this fake report, whatever it is. The president needs to be decisive and fire people. Zambians voted for Hakainde Hichilema, but they didn't vote for the Director General of ACC. Mr. President, you appointed all these people. Dismiss them. You appoint them because you trusted they can work without fear or favor, without accountability and transparency. Now look at what is happening. My next topic is on the electronic voting. I heard that Zambian government, ECZ, they want to implement electronic voting in 2026. I must say this is laughable. And it's even a shame that a government can entertain electronic in Zambia when in the country, less than 30 to 40% of the people have access to internet. So point number one, electronic voting cannot work in Zambia because one, less than 40% of the Zambian population is on the internet. Two, less than 40% again of the Zambian country is on the electrical grid. And these are the two main components to have an electronic voting. You need reliable internet and you need electricity. Now, this electricity now, it is being load shedded for even up to some people, I think a year maximum 24 hours, people are not having power. So how can ECZ or a well-meaning government even entertain electronic voting? So to entertain electronic voting in a country where less than 50% of the entire population is on the internet and have access to electricity is a form of rigging. Yes. Even that 40% of the Zambians who are on the internet, the internet service is very bad, is bad quality. I talked yesterday how people are complaining about bad electricity, bad internet coverage. So it is out of question. Myself, I live in California, and there is no electronic voting in California. It is paper or mail in. In some states where there is electronic voting in the United States, some of the companies who manufacture these electronic machines are in court because those machines can be manipulated. So Zambia is a million years away to even think about electronic voting. We should not even think about it, because if a state like California does not have electronic voting, how can Zambia, who has less than 50% of the country on internet and have erratic supply of internet and unreliable electricity, even think of electronic voting? That is rigging, a plan to rig elections. How are the villagers in Shangombo going to vote, who don't even have a cell phone? First of all, there need to be a mass education of the entire Zambians how to use electronic systems. And you have to train people to go and train people. So it is not work, it can never work in Zambia at this time. Unless Zambia can be 100% electrified and Zambia can be 100% on the internet, and everybody need to be educated on how to use the internet and the electronic voting systems. Yes. So these internet, cyber, whatever internet voting systems, they can even be manipulated. You know, they can be hacked. So Zambia, we are far away from any electronic voting system. Let the government work to make sure we have 100% reliable internet in Zambia, and we have 100% electricity in Zambia. As long as those two major components are not there, actually three: internet, electricity, and also voter education. People need to know how to use these machines. People don't even have a smartphone. And then you start talking about electronic voting. So that cannot work. That is my take on electronic voting. Let us make sure we work let's work to build our country, have a reliable internet, reliable electricity, voter education, have a secure cyberspace. Right now, our internet in Zambia is not secure. There is a lot of interference, hacking, and all kinds of crazy things going on our internet. So how can we even think of having electronic voting? If we even think about it, that is a way of rigging. Yes. And the last thing I want to talk about, I'm sure you have all seen the letter that has come from the office of the vice president selling some land. And again, this issue is, we are like beating a dead horse. We are talking about why this government is hell-bent on selling land. This letter was issued by the office of the vice president, and they have given a short time in which people can buy land, which is a month. And Zambians don't have that kind of money to buy land. And why are we selling land? Why can't we empower our youths into farming cooperatives? Let this land be state-owned. Let the state buy tractors and send our youths on these lands to go and grow crops, our staple food. But instead, this government is hell-bent on selling land and making it quick. Remember, in life, any deal that is being conducted in a short period of time with agency, raise your eyebrows. And this land that is being sold, because we know that, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I have been told that any land exceeding more than 5,000 hectares, the president has to sign. So the president is the one who's approving this land. For me, I'm here to say that, Zambian land is our heritage. We should not sell our land. This land should be state-owned, and this land should be given to Zambia National Service. Our youth should be hired as ZNS officers and work in these farms, or we can have cooperatives and these farms leased to Zambian people. Wake Up Zambia, there is an audio circulating. I'll post my link here for my WhatsApp group, or you can follow me on TikTok. You should listen to that audio, what the people are saying about the sale of the land. And this land should go to sale of huge amounts of land, should go to Parliament. Have these decisions been approved in Parliament? Who is approving this sale of the land? This is where I say maybe Zambia should go into a federal state so that each state controls its own resources. It is very questionable for someone to come from Shangombo to go and buy land in Kaputa. I'm using these examples because the Bembas are now my cousins, or the Bembas to go and buy land from all the way back Kaputa, they go and buy in Limulunga, land in Limulunga or Kauma. Does that make sense? So Zambians, open your eyes. Open your eyes. There is an audio circulating about this land issue. You will find it on my page. And Zambia, be informed. Talk, talk, talk. If you are quiet, mukasange chalo chonse na bashitisha. Inkondwe shile chitika muchalo nishi baderwida te land. Ilandi nga bashitisha bawe no bale shitama landi. Remember 2 weeks ago, kwali uli awi no mu Vietnamese wale for kushita land. Uli amu Vietnamese, nama chiefs wale for kushita 6 million acres of land. Who does that? Nangfepa Kongo nga wayate bakushitishe land. That is natural heritage. Lesa ileko kupange fialo. Our land is our land. That land should be subdivided and into farming blocks for our youth to grow food. Why should we sell our land to foreigners? Why? Are Zambians short of people? All the money that is being used, that is being stolen. Muzambia muliama lomba ya ibempia. Money is disappearing. Impia shobale ibabo. Tetiba wonti impia kushita matrakta. Tuambia kulima staple food. Zambia, we have over 40% of freshwater bodies. We can farm maize 12 months a year because we have rivers and lakes everywhere. We have a flat land. So it's not difficult to even, pump water to to farms to grow food because we are on a flat land. Kuno kubasungu ko twaikala bayikala mumpiri kubulachita blast mpiri kupanga fyo msewu. But we don't need all that. We are in a flat land. Nanguku pango msewo ni kurula. Is a flat land. We are so blessed. We are really so blessed as a country. But we lack leaders. These leaders who are there ku ACC uko. Umuntu wampele nchitu atabe director wa ku ACC. Ambo kulachita threaten somebody who's challenging what is happening there. What nonsense is that? Watulo wanina Mzambi. Nana mitumina linking amlefo kujoin. But share this video. We'll be here. We'll be talking. And follow me on TikTok, please, because I want to be going on TikTok. Facebook, they have blocked my whatever here. They blocked my reach, Bazikta. Insonye buntu. But the only thing that I'm happy about is like a lot of people are talking, and there are a lot of WhatsApp groups where this information is being shared. So nganapuisha panalachita share the video muma WhatsApp group yours. Na pa TikTok. Wake up, Zambia. Wake up. It's just unfortunate what is really happening. It's like waking up from a terrible nightmare. Who knew Zambia we could be here? Who knew? Who knew? Iria inenkarateo baleshtisha landi bamutale na Lumango. All provinces are there except Southern. Shimwene Polandi baleshtisha ku Southern province. And yet 3/4 of these people in key positions in Zambia, they are from the Southern province. So imwemwema Southern province, ilandi yene ya Southern province, landi ya Southern province, nishta mwiwiki lo kupako ishtisha. Pankalata iyo mulembele. Inkalata opo iyo balembele bamutale na Lumango. Iya kushtisha landi, but ishimwene po landi ku Southern province. Elo kuli audio, umulumendo na londolo kwa bati. Ayayonsi ama landi yo babikile pala pankalata balefo kushtisha. Pali bama minerals. Mumona kwa chabena Zambia fipuba. Zambia shibukeni. Ichalwe chibakashtisha. Elo nomba nga bashtisha landi yine. People abantu bakaba displaced tabake shibo kwa kuya. Walame nama leishta landi bakala isa fenef pepala. Ati, this is my title for mapalandi and. Abantu bakaya kuisa. Kuka buke nkondo nomba. File chitika kumagaza. Kuma yuka renew konishi badwila. Land. Lesa ileko kupanga land. Tete abantu balefuma kufia loko bafuma bali kwa talandi kufia loko bafuma bese mkuzambe bese mkushita landi Yesu ngai fofebe na Zambia tukekala kwisa otherwise thank you for listening. We'll be here, we'll be talking. Anything that is happening, I will be here, I will be talking. Because Zambia is a democracy. We'll find ways of communicating. So that abena Zambia thank you so much. Stay blessed, and I will see you tomorrow with another interesting topic. Follow, like, share on Facebook and also on TikTok. All right. God bless you and take care. Bye.